Welcome to another week of the Breezeway, everybody. I am Steve Francis. This is my co-host, Greg Werner. Greg, this is the season finale, and it's great to be up here on the stage.
Sure is, and deja vu. I feel like we just went through that.
I think we did. It was just a practice, you know.
What a great crowd we have here, and we're so excited about tonight because it brings a close to the 7th season of the Breezeway, Franny. And this is a night where you choose a few guys to sit up here and play some good old country music and get a few stories. Which is your favorite?
This is my favorite. And how I went about picking these gentlemen here have got so much respect from all the other musicians, and I know a ton of musicians, and right here there's a lot of brass, as you might say, sitting up here with me tonight. And thank you guys so much for joining along with me and my ideas for Franny and Friends. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So we got tons of people, I'm sure, tuning in at home. We are a little bit early. We said 7, and we decided we're going to go a little bit early. These guys are ready to go, and we've got a stellar group of people here. But I think we'll start it off with our good man Franny here right away and get right at it.
All right. Well, before I get started, the first song, I got a list here from the Golden Girls. They're dear to my heart. And I'm going to start things off with one for Kathy. And this one here, Kathy, as you know, this is the Homecoming. It's in D's, fellas. I wish I could have written, Dad, let you know I was coming home. I've been gone so many years, I didn't realize you had a phone. I saw your cattle coming in, boy, they're looking mighty fat and slick. I saw Fred at the service station, told me that his wife was awful sick. You've heard my record on the radio, oh well, it's just another song. Now I gotta hit record it, it'll be out on the market for too long. I got this ring in Mexico, no, didn't cost me quite a bunch. When you're in the business that I'm in, people call it putting up a front. I know I've lost a little weight, and I guess I'm looking kinda pale. If you didn't know me better, Dad, you'd think that I'd have just gotten out of jail. No, we don't ever call them beer joints. Nightclubs are the places where I work. You meet a lot of people there and no, there ain't no chance of getting hurt. Well, I'm sorry that I couldn't be here with you all when Mama passed away. I was on the road, and when they came and told me it was just too late. Now I drove by the grave to see her, and boy, that really is a pretty stone. I'm glad that Fred and Jan are here. It's better than you being here alone. Well, I knew you was gonna ask me who the lady is that's sleeping in the car. That's just a girl that works with me, and man, she plays a pretty mean guitar. We worked in San Antonio last night, she didn't even have the time to dress. Yeah, she drove me down from Nashville, and to tell the truth, I guess she needs the rest. Well, Dad, I gotta go. We got a dance to work in Cartersville tonight. Let me take your number down, I'll call you and I promise you I'll ride. Now you be good, don't be chasing all those pretty women that you know. And by the way, if you see Barbara Walker, tell her that I said hello. The Homecoming. Oh, thank you very much.
Well done, Franny. Well done.
Thank you. You know, that's probably one of the most requested ones I get anymore is the homecoming. Means a lot to a lot of people. So
Sure
thanks
does.
for the request, Kathy.
Yes.
So which way did you want to travel here? Do you?
Well, I'll leave that up to you. It's
All right.
your show,
All right,
buddy.
let's do the clockwork thing. We'll get Rod Nyman here to play one of his many songs in the songbook. Rod, you just had
You got a voice left, Rod?
A little bit.
Yeah, you had a nice dance up in Maynooth there. So you want to tell everybody about that?
Oh, we had a super time up there at the Army Navy in Maynooth. As Chester calls it, the Big Red Barn. A lot of memories up there. For me especially. My mom and dad met there. My wife and I met there. And I started playing up there. I was a drummer at 13, sneaking in the back door of the bar. And that's how I started playing up there at the Army Navy in Maynooth. And we put together a little gig there and got up some local talent. And the whole idea was to get some people known, just like the boys up here do all the time, and get the word out there because there's so much talent in the area. And we're blessed up in our neck of the woods. We've got some.
You certainly are.
They just keep coming out of the woodwork all the time. But yeah, we raised a bit of money and helped out some people. And as you may have heard here and seen on the Facebook, the record for the most shared picture, our good buddy plays in a couple of bands up here. Plays bass in my band, Magnum.
He's well known to the Breezeway,
Very
multi-award
well known
winner.
to the Breezeway. Yeah. Mr. Dean Austin had some tough luck here not too long ago and had all of his equipment and his dear guitar stolen out of his truck. So anyway, we rounded up enough money that night at the dance, and he just sent me a picture there yesterday of a nice new guitar that he bought with the money we gave him. So
Yeah. Well done, Rod.
That's what it's about right there.
that's right. Like I told him, I said, "This is what family does, buddy." I got cursed out up on the stage by him. I thought there was going to be a criminal charge, but it was all right. Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Mr. Rod Nyman.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, we'll go back in time a little bit here. Well, the sun goes down in Calvin County. Neon lights from an old beer sign shone through the dawn out on the sidewalk. As I walked in to pass the time, I looked around, sat down at a table, ordered beef on rye and a glass of wine. And through the door came a little old lady. She was selling paper roses, and they only cost a dime. Buy my roses, pretty roses, they're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime. Silver hair that's lost its gold, trembling hands as she passed the road. Red crepe paper made nature's bouquet. Help a little old lady buy a rose today. Play this one there, man. Mr. John Lester, everybody. Don't be afraid to feel that floor. I took the rose from her trembling hand. With eyes of age, she smiled and walked away. Like a breath of spring, could smell the rose. It came alive, and I heard her say, by my roses, pretty roses, they're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime. I went to look for her outside. A spray of roses lay by her side. The sky lit up and a choir sang. 1,000 voices as the church bells rang. And they sang, Rosie, paper Rosie, they're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime. Yes, they sang, Rosie, paper Rosie, they're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime. Thank you.
Wow, great job, Rod.
Thanks,
Well
buddy.
done.
It's coming down your way, Bob.
We got a dancer out there tonight.
Yes, we do.
And fill that dance floor up, folks. If
Yeah,
it hits
feel
you,
free.
get up there. That's what it's for. We've left it wide open for you tonight for that. So way down here on the left, we have a Breezeway Award winner and a special award winner for Lifetime Achievement, the Harold McIntyre Award, Mr. Bob McQuaid, everybody.
Thank you.
You got to do a little jamming with Harold there throughout the years too, eh, Bob?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, fantastic.
Him and Johnny done a bunch of shows together, a few years back, and I got to do every one of them, about 6 or 7 in a row. There was really nice.
Him and
stuff.
Johnny Burt. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what makes
There
it
must have
nice.
been a story or two out of that, Bob, I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
some I can't tell. I'll tell you. I was going to do a Johnny Burke song tonight, but he sang so good I don't want to wreck it. But we're going way back 1952. Went to key of D there, John, I think. It's an old Hank Williams song. If today the sun should set on all my hopes and cares, there is one whose smiling face the gods would see. 'Cause she'll walk along beside me up them golden stairs. Oh, they will never, ever take her love from me. What a fool I was to go and break the trust she gave, and to see her love turn into sympathy. It's the one regret I'll carry with me to my grave, but they'll never, ever take her love from me. Here, John. I'm so thankful for each golden hour of happiness that we shared together in the used to be. Someone else's arms may hold her now in fond caress, but they'll never, ever take her love from me. I thought I'd make her happy if I stepped aside, but I knew her love could never set me free. And even on the day she became another's bride, I said they'll never, never take her love from me.
Woo! Bob McQuaid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bad habit.
All right, next up, way down on our far right on those keyboards, and he's nominated this year, this coming Saturday. He's one of the nominees for the Harold McIntyre Lifetime Achievement Award. Please make welcome Mr. John Lester.
Thank you very much. 1952, a songwriter by the name of Paul Cohen walked into the Ernest Tubb Midnight Jamboree and happened to run into Kitty Wells' husband, Johnny Wright, who was playing there that night with his partner, Jack Anglin, Johnny and Jack. And he said, I've got this little song that I wrote that, I don't know, we think maybe it might be a good one for Kitty to try. And fast forward about 70 years later, Connie Smith would say, this should be the national anthem of country music. And it wasn't for that night at the Ernest Tubb Record Shop, we never would have heard this one in the key of D, gentlemen. As I sit here tonight, the jukebox playing the tune about the wild side of life. As I listen to the words you are saying, it brings memories when I was a trusting wife. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong. Well, it's a shame that all the blame is on the women, but it's not true that only you men feel the same. Right from the start, most every heart that's ever broken was because there always was a man to blame. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong. Thank you.
Mr. John Lester.
Very nice.
No, did I just hear that Ernest Tubb Record Shop just closed, didn't it? Just closed its doors.
Yes, that's sad. That
Yeah,
really
very sad.
is.
A lot of history. Lucky enough that Shane and I got to go through that a couple times. Please.
I did hear there is a movement, possibly they're going to try and see if they can't do something about it.
Good.
There was
good.
a rumble about it down there. They were going to try to keep things
Yeah,
motivated.
I think they're trying.
They're really trying, and they should. That's nostalgic stuff that we're dealing with in
There's been
Nashville.
a lot of music sold in those doors and a lot of music played in those doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of stories told behind those doors.
Yes.
16th Avenue and all.
Yeah. Now, next up, folks, he's a multiple Breezeway Award winner in the band category as a member of Heartland Country, Mr. Dave Lloyd, everybody.
Way to go, David.
Well, thank you.
Some say the boss. Now, we went through this a time or two, and I'm with you, but, you know.
You know what? That was just somebody's dream. It wasn't mine. I've never been boss of anything. So. But anyway, I have a story.
All right.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of them. I want to sing a song, and it was, it's called, what the heck's it called?
It's your story.
Anyway, Bobby Helms, and Fraulein is the song. But the story is, that was in 1957. In 1957, Bobby Helms had 3 big hits from 3 different genres. Does anybody know what they were?
You're looking at the youngest guy up here.
What's that? No. I wanted the names of the song. Anyway, Fraulein, everybody knows Fraulein.
Special Angel.
You Are My Special Angel, exactly. And the other one was...
Me and Earl was hauling chickens.
No, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Yep. Or no, Jingle Bell Rock, excuse me. Jingle Bell Rock. So, anyway, all in 1957. Pretty good accomplishment.
Nice cars, too.
In the meantime, key of G, gentlemen. Ooh. Was that me?
We got a live one.
Orpha. Ow.
Okay.
It's not you, Dave.
It's not me. Far across deep blue waters lives an old German's daughter. Thank you. Thanks of that old river Rhine. There I loved her and left her, but I can't forget her, for she is my pretty Fraulein. I want everybody to help now. Fraulein, Fraulein, look up towards the heavens each night when the stars start to shine. By those same stars above you, I swear that I love you. Wander away over yonder to the sweetheart that I had left behind. In a moment of glory, a face comes before me. It's the face of my pretty Fraulein. You did so well last time, do it again. Fraulein, Fraulein, walk down by the river. Pretend that your hand is holding mine. By those same stars above you, I swear that I love you. For you are my pretty Fraulein. Yes, you are my pretty Fraulein.
You, Dave Lloyd, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, maybe we should hand things off here.
Yeah, we're gonna head over to the ladies that are waiting for us over on the side here. Could do a few announcements for a couple minutes. So here's Shane Werner and Orpha Weiss, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for being with us tonight. That's a really good way to kick off the show, fellas. I really like that. So for anybody who's out there watching, just tuning in, this is Franny and Friends. It's the season finale of the 7th season of the Breezeway.
And this Saturday coming is a great, big, huge celebration
What's
for
happening?
all of us.
What's happening?
We are having the Breezeway Awards Night. And boy, there's been a lot of work going into that. And
Great
What?
teamwork.
what am I doing wrong?
Oh, you're all good.
And yeah, so it's going to be a fantastic night. We'll start off with a red carpet and all kinds of awards and colored lights and all kinds of stuff.
Some amazing performances, some nice stars that the guests will be able to see and enjoy. We're having Harold McIntyre and Marie Bottrell.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great night.
So if you haven't got your tickets, you can get them here tonight in-house, or you can reach us at the office, 613-476-6535. We can help get you set up for tickets. Otherwise, if you are undecided about what you're doing and you just want to show up, we'll be happy to have you as well.
And if anybody's in house tonight and wants to buy their tickets here tonight, Kimmy is set up over here at the table and ready to sell you your tickets.
Yeah, so I think we should do a short reel through this, our sponsors.
Our sponsors.
And then get back to this great group of gentlemen that are up here
because
tonight.
without our sponsors, we wouldn't even be here.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the musicians and the audience.
So I'll start it off with Mill Pond Music and Entertainment. Because without you and Greg, we really wouldn't be here.
Thanks,
Right?
Orpha. We're happy to help. We're a great team.
We are.
Yeah. Share It Tune Sound and Lighting, our good friend Tim Peters and his family and crew have been with us for the past decade and continue to support the things that we do, and also a part of the family.
And tonight we have Dennis Whitty and Kevin Turner on our soundboard
Thank
over here,
you,
making
gentlemen.
everybody sound good.
Thank you very
And
much.
we have Port Hope Denture Clinic. Without them, Fred wouldn't be smiling as much as he does and showing his pearly whites.
And I'll tell you how important that is. I actually had a dentist appointment before I came here for the show tonight, so make sure you take care of your teeth, because that next step I know is,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
ask me.
I'll get there someday. Our Brooking Retrievers Services, that's out of Port Hope. A young lad, works really hard, throws out a lot of support to the community. Aside from sponsoring the Breezeway, which he's done for quite a few years now, also supports a lot of things locally, minor sports, teams, things like that. So keep up the good work, and if any of you need a tree cut down or any arborists need, our Brooking Tree Service is a place to call.
And we have HSDS, which is Haywork Secure Driving Services.
Yes. So we keep going over this sponsor, and I just kind of want to shed a little bit of light on this. When people go to events and say there's somebody really important that's going to be there, whether it's an athlete or maybe a political person, these are the people who drive them there, make sure that they get there safely and get back to where they came from safely. So if ever you're in need, they're the guys that you want.
That's good.
Yeah.
History. We needed that. And that you.
Catherine Stables, our golden girls.
In the house tonight.
Thank you
Yes,
guys
they
so
are.
much for being here and continuing to support us. I know that it's all for the love of music, and I tell you what a treat it is here tonight in-house to actually see these people that, you know, we get together with every week doing this show, getting to see them dance, ladies and gentlemen. So for you at home, people are kicking up dust in this room tonight. Thank God.
And last but not least, we got our newest sponsor, Northumberland Tire Craft. And they've just come on board very recently, and if you ever need any tire work done, go see them.
I'll be there on Friday.
Yep.
I'm going there
right.
on Friday for a set of 4.
That sounds good. Make sure everybody's trailers are good to go before Jamboree season. That's the place to stop. So, without further ado, I think we should get back to this fine
I
group
think
of men
we
and
should
let them
too,
play.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Franny and Friends.
Thanks, guys.
Nice job, ladies. Important messages, like they said, from our sponsors, but well done, ladies. And they're getting ready for the award show. Orpha's doing the red carpet interviews starting at 5:45.
I have to find the sexiest one in the crowd, eh?
And I get to host with my beautiful wife. I get to host the award show again this year.
I'm mingling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm mingling. I got a little announcement here. We're going to send a prayer out to Emily Macklin. I hope she's doing well. So, Emily, if you're watching at home, I hope you're enjoying the Franny and Friends finale.
Sure miss you, Emily. Hope to see you again soon.
All right. I grew up listening to a lot of Jim Reeves throughout my younger years from my father out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of the Breezeway, Mr. Stephen Francis.
When all your loves have ended and all your friends have flown, who'll be around to want you when all your loves are gone? Now only a fool would do it after the way you've done. If you need a fool to love you, I know one. This fool keeps wondering why he fell in love at all. But you might need this fool around in case you fall. Now after your heart's been broken and it needs a place to run, if you need a fool to forgive you, I know one. You never know, you might be lonely when all your loves have missed. It wouldn't hurt to keep an extra fool on your list. After the party's over and you need a place to run, if you'll take a fool who loves you, I know one, yes, I know one, I know one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well done, well done. Well, we're going back to Rod here, and just before we do that, I want to thank Rod for all the hard work he does in music, for mentoring a lot of young artists that are just learning to play guitar, and just lending them an ear, a helping hand. I appreciate it, Rod. I appreciate it a lot.
Many people.
Yeah.
And we met Rod through the Breezeway lockdown page through the pandemic, and we've met so many nice musicians and friends that we can call our friends now, and opened us up to a wide range of music. I mean, right from here to Bancroft, and gonna hear you guys on the Jamboree circuit, and it's
Can't wait.
Yeah, no, it's exciting for all that's happening, and I'm glad the Breezeway can be there with the second stage and see what's going on and keep an eye on you guys.
Absolutely. Without the Breezeway and Mill Pond, this wouldn't have gone as far as it has, and it's just getting wound up. So it's wicked. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rod. Thanks for all you do. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Rod Nyman.
This one is for the producer. She may like this one. She may recognize it, eh? Well, I can't stand to see a good man go to waste. One who never combs his hair or shaves his face. A man who leans on the wine over love that's told a lie. Oh, it tears me up to see a grown man cry. So why never go around mirrors? I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I never go around mirrors. I can't stand to be where heartaches hang around. It's so easy for the blues to get me down. To see a grown man crawl is more than I can stand. And I can't look into the eyes of half a man. So I never go around mirror. I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I never go around mirror because I got a heartache to hide. And it tears me up to see a grown man
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. Well
Great
done.
job, buddy.
Very nice. So we've met Bob once, but I just wanted to make mention Bob is a member of the Prince Edward County Country Music Hall of Fame as well. Mr. Bob McQuaid, everybody.
Now I got to get a bigger hat. Head's going to all swell up there. Before I come up here, someone asked me, I won't mention any names, I might anyway, but asked me if I was going to do some original songs tonight, and I hadn't really planned on a lot of them, but there's one I wrote about 20 odd years ago. I kind of figured by this time we wouldn't need this song anymore, but if you listen to the headlines, we need it more now than we ever did, I think. Storm clouds gather overhead, generals start to speak, talk of times of chaos, fighting in the streets. They'll use the military to even up old scores. Young men do the dying, the generals don't fight wars. It's been the same through history, the Middle East or Vietnam, Napoleon or Hitler, they just don't give a damn. How many million lives are lost is anybody's bet. They've been fighting wars since time began, haven't won one yet. Oh Lord, send my son back, he's too young for them battle scars. Lord, send my son back, and all them foreign wars. I said, Lord, send my son back, I'm weary and mama's crying. Lord, send my son back, stop all the shooting and the dying. You can't call it justice, those with the most to gain don't figure in the sacrifice, don't have to share the pain. They're not in the gun sights when young blood stains the soil. They're back home safe, reaching out, grabbing the land and oil. I said, Lord, send my son back, he's too young for them battle scars. Send my son back, end all them foreign wars. Lord, send my son back, I'm weary and mama's crying. Lord, send my son back, stop all the shooting and the dying. You can worship Allah or some other God on high, won't make any difference when the bullets start to fly. This is the generals and the presidents, prime ministers and the whole damn bunch. Give them all a weapon, marching to the front. Said, Lord, send my son back, he's too young for them battle scars. Send my son back, and all of them foreign wars. Oh Lord, send my son back, I'm weak, mama's crying. Lord, send my son back, stop all that shooting and the dying.
Amazing, Bob.
Thank you.
Bob, hats off to your songwriting too. I mean, it is fantastic. I know that I'm getting to know quite a few more songs as time goes on. Great job.
Thank you.
Surprised Diamond Lil hasn't wrote in a request yet for Bob. He did
She
a
might-
song on the show that she fell in love with, so I
The-
wouldn't
the-
be a bit surprised.
The military, yeah.
All right, so we'll keep things moving along. We kept these guys sitting still all the way to the far right of the stage. Mr. John Lester, everybody.
Thank you. Bob was talking about the unfortunate fighting of wars, and of course, we've all had one to fight this last couple of years with the COVID problem. We're not going to talk about that tonight, and of course, country music got hit pretty hard during COVID with the loss of Joe Diffie and Charlie Daniels, and of course, Mr. Charlie Pride, who was somebody that we worked with through our company here in Canada. And one night I was riding along, going somewhere after Charlie had passed away, and I started thinking about some of the songs and maybe thinking about coming up with my own little medley of some of his greatest hits. And a lot of medleys have been written, and I'm not sure if I put this one together out of my head or whether a gentleman put it together that I hope is watching in tonight. And that's Mr. Danny Hutchins, who played piano for Charlie Pride for over, I believe it's 43 years.
Wow.
And he lives in Corinth, Texas, in Oak Ridges, Tennessee. And I let him know about the show tonight, and I think he might be listening. So, Danny, if you are, this is for you. We're in the key of D, and just when you think you know where this song's going to go, it's going to go somewhere else. So jump in and hang on. Rain dripping off the brim of my hat, sure is cold today. Here I am walking down 66. Wish he hadn't done me that way. He's sleeping under a table in a roadside park. A man could wake up dead, but it sure seems warmer than it did, sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. In a Mississippi cotton picking Delta town, one dusty street to walk up and down, nothing much to do but just hang around. In a Mississippi cotton picking Delta town. Down at the railroad station, there's people getting on. Some are going north and some are going south. I'm just going to be gone. Some people are born to be takers, others just want to give. Some people live just to love, but I just love to live. For I was just born to be exactly what you see, and more or less. I'm not the worst or the best. I just try to be exactly what you see. Today and every day, I'm just me. Oh, the snakes crawl at night, that's what they say. When the sun goes down, then the snakes will play. Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing straightly in the hall. But will the tiny crowd that has you laughing loud help you dry your tears when the new air's off of your crystal chandelier? Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Well done, John.
he had a lot of hits. Now, you've come to think of it.
He did. And he had the last CD he recorded called Music in My Heart, a lot of people have never heard it, is just as good a country CD as anything he ever put out. There's some incredible stuff on it.
And what age was he when he put that out?
He would have been 85, I believe.
Wow.
It was only a year or so, roughly. I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, Danny will call me tomorrow and tell me. But, and he had some incredible stuff. And it was so good to see him. I always joked about the fact that he wasn't trying to record songs at the last to get radio airplay. He knew he wasn't going to get any anyway. And frankly, he didn't care. He wanted to record the songs that he wanted to record. So it was great. And that last CD, it's called Music in My Heart. If you haven't got it, you need to
I'll
get
be
it.
checking that out for sure. Thanks, John.
Greg, I recall John giving me a message when Charlie was coming to play Rama.
Yeah.
He said, you know, Charlie's coming to play Rama. So we did. We went out and we bought 6 tickets, my sister and I, for Dad and Sharon to go up there. It would have been a nice night. And then COVID hit and he passed away, and it's
too bad.
It was too bad. I was looking forward to it, and I enjoyed the tip off to get those tickets
you were
early.
Going too, eh? Rod was heading to that same show.
Yeah.
My station never go to that same show. Yep.
Yep, unreal. It's what happened over the COVID and stuff, but
Yep.
he had a ton of hits, boy.
Oh,
Sure did.
all of them.
They'll live on forever as well. All right. All the way from Trenton?
Wooler.
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 No, Wooler's a long ways from Trenton.
About 10 miles.
It makes a difference. All the way from Wooler, Ontario, please welcome Mr. Dave Lloyd again.
Hey, Dave, I got a question for you. Now, are you having the jam sessions again that everything's starting to lighten up? You had some fantastic jam sessions out there, and I got the honor to be invited out to sit around a great bunch of musicians out there. I just wondered if it started back up or...
No, I haven't started it back up yet because every time I plan on it, then there's a new wave comes along, and so it might be. It's going to be fall. It's going to be fall
Back in
before
the
I
fall,
start.
yeah.
Not only that, but my garage is right full of stuff.
You got stuff too?
I got help putting stuff in there. So.
You accumulated stuff through coronavirus?
No, but I got my daughter and son or grandson living with me now, and
Oh, there you go. I get it.
So another household stuff, and it's never mind. It's a big story.
Yeah, say no more, eh?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear on that one. So
Anyhow, I'd like to sing a song, but after what John just did, I'm not done.
That's why I had you follow John, if you want to know the...
Oh, really? Okay.
you said you're good under pressure, Dave.
Oh, I'm really good under pressure. I melt. Anyway, I'm going to do an old Furlan Husky song that most people are not aware of. I don't like the way Furlan Husky did it, so I changed it to suit me. It's in the key of D, and there's a whole bunch of 2 minors in it, so E minors. So, okay. Yeah. Well,
Know that, Greg.
follow along if you can. If I could paint pictures, I'd paint one for you. A picture portraying a love we once knew. And a tear would reveal the sorrow in me as I painted white fences and evergreen trees. And love could be greater than the mountains I've seen, but it's only as great as 2 hearts believe. And faith blew away on yesterday's breeze, and we lost our white fences and evergreen trees. how true love could go wrong. With a prayer on my lips, the earth touches my knees as I pray for white fences and evergreen trees. Love could be greater than the mountains I've seen, but it's only as great as two hearts believe. And faith blew away on yesterday's breeze, and we lost our white fences and evergreen trees. Faith blew away on yesterday's breeze, and we lost our white fences and evergreen trees.
Nice.
Great job, Dave. Is that,
Thank you.
would that happen to be your most requested song?
Probably, yeah.
It is. I've heard it, and I've never heard it from the original. I've only heard it from you, and great job.
Well, good. Don't listen to the
Don't.
No, we've got great job, Dave. We got all the cameramen and everybody all messed up here, but we're going to do another full round, I think, is what we were going to do here, and then we'll head back over to the ladies. So
It's good to be unscripted on Franny and Friends, isn't it?
Yes, well, it's your show.
It's not like we're getting, a whole lot all at once, each of us.
This is just like playing on my grandpa's porch. I said, that's what I said to Greg. I
Sitting
said,
around
this is
the
amazing.
campfire. Yeah.
This is great.
The idea was it to get a bit of conversation back and forth. Like if you got a question that you want to ask one of these gentlemen, yourself, Bob, or anybody, you jump right in and ask. Because that's what it's about. Just the relaxed kind of thing. So.
Well, before I get you started here, Franny, let's go over your thoughts on Saturday, the Breezeway Music Awards.
My thoughts on Saturday is a little bit nervous right now, as it is quite a size of production. I know that we do this every week, but there's so many moving parts to the award show, and to keep it on schedule and on time, and to have Marie Bottrell and
Excuse me.
Harold McIntyre
Excuse
in
me.
this. Yes.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm looking at all you fine gentlemen playing up there, and I see one that doesn't have an actual mic stand, but he seems to be singing along with you, and he knows the words to these songs. So here's a little bit of history. I am going to kind of throw my husband under the bus here. I'm going to see if Greg will.
Well, it was better than me doing it.
There's 3 songs I know he can sing very well. 1 is Tennessee Whiskey, 2 is Yard Sale, and 3 is Digging Up Bones. So, Greg Berner, if you were to choose one song to sing,
It's for later in the show. It's later in the show.
if you promise.
Let's go.
Cardboard sign says yard sale. Real estate sign says sold. A family picnic table holds all that it can hold. On the grass and on the sidewalk, well, there must be half the town. Isn't it funny how a broken home can bring the prices down? Oh, they're sorting through what's left of you and me, paying yard sale prices for each golden memory. Well, I never thought I'd ever live to see the way they're sorting through what's left of you and me. There goes the baby's wagon. I don't know the words, boys.
In the
lady just brought it to me. Said she thinks they'll fit just fine. Well, there goes the baby's wagon, and the mirror from the hall. I better take just one last look before they take it all. Oh, they're sorting through what's left of you and me. Paint yard sale prices for each golden memory. Oh, I never thought I'd ever live to see the way they're sorting through what's left of you and me. Oh, I wonder what she'd say if she could see the way they're sorting through what's left of you and me.
I believe a star has been born.
You guys are too kind.
Clunk, clunk.
Cha-ching.
Well, I'm glad that happened.
I was
'cause
wondering why he wanted me to sit up here with him all night, and I wasn't over there, right? I'm starting to figure this
That
out.
was good thinking, Shane, because I was thinking the same thing. And I'm glad that you threw him under the bus than me. I tell you.
All right, Stephen Francis, play us a tune.
How old do you think I am, he said. I said, well, I didn't know. He said, I turned 65 about 11 months ago. I was sitting in Miami pouring blended whiskey down when this old gray black gentleman was cleaning up the lounge. Well, there wasn't anyone around except this old man and me. And the guy who ran the bar was watching Ironsides on TV. Uninvited, he sat down and opened up his mind on old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Have you ever had a drink of watermelon wine? He asked. He told me all about it, though I didn't answer back. He said, there ain't but three things in this world that's worth a solitary dime. It's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Now old dogs care about you even when you make mistakes. God bless little children while they're still too young to hate. When he moved away, I found my pen and I copied down that line on old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Now women, all they think about themselves when men folk ain't around, and friends are hard to find when they discover that you're down. He said, I tried it all when I was young and in my natural pride. Now it's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. I had to catch a plane up to Atlanta that next day. As I left for my room, I saw him picking up my change. That night I dreamed of peaceful sleep, of shady summertime, and old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Old dogs and children and watermelon wine.
Nice.
Good lesson in that song there, isn't there?
There is.
Yep.
That's got to be one of your most requested tunes.
I believe that one there, you might even, that Clayton Delaney might even be thrown in there the odd time.
Yeah, but we're going to work on the Hank Snow one next time, aren't we?
Yeah, you did want that one. That's, I'll fire that one up next round.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, back to you, Rod.
Back to me. Oh, this is
Rod, what about your, I know your request would go pretty deep, but what is your number one? So you don't have to play it by any means, but what is your number one requested song from?
Well, it's ever since I was little and could spit it out before anybody else could. It kind of went. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his mom when she told him the teacher to go to school. Well, he'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, and then pretty soon you'd find him at that local auction barn. Well, he'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said, "Oh, my steward, I will have got to learn that auction cry, gotta make my mark and be an auctioneer." Well, 20 dollar meter now, 25, meter, 25, meter, 25, meter, 25, meter, with a 30, who got a $30 bill. 30 dollar meter now, 35, meter, 35, meter, 35, meter, 35, who got a meter now, $35 bill. Well, he practiced hard and he did his best, and all could see he didn't rest. Practiced long and did both night and day. And his papa find him behind the barn just working up an awful storm as he tried to imitate that auctioneer. Then his pap said, "Son, we just can't stand have a mediocre man selling things at auction using our good name. Well, I'll send you off to auction school, and you'll be nobody's fool. You can take your place amongst the best." Well, 30 dollar meter now, 35, we need to 35, make it a 35, but a 35, who but a 40, who but a $40 bill. 40 dollar meter now, 45, we need to 45, make it a 45, make it a 45, who but a meter now, a $40 bill. So from that boy who went to school, there grew a man who played it cool. He came back home a full-fledged auctioneer. And the people came from miles around to hear him make that rhythmic sound that filled their hearts with such a happy cheer. Then his fame spread out from shore to shore. He had all he could do and more. Had to buy a plane to get around. Now he's the tops in all the land, so McCormick gave this a man a head for. He's the best hillbilly auctioneer. Well, 40 dollar meter now, 45, beat it, 45, we get a 45, bet a 45, who bet a 50, who bet a $50 bill. $50 meter now, 55, beat it, 55, beat a 55, bet a 55, sold that hog for a $50 bill. Now this is where it gets a little fun. Well, $20 meter now, 25, beat it, 25, make it 25, bet a 25, who bet a 30, who bet a $30 bill. $30 meter now, 35, we need a 35, make it a 35, bet a 35, who bet a meter now, a $35 bill. Well, $40 meter now, 45, we need a 45, make it 45, bet a 45, who bet a 50, who bet a $50 bill. $50 meter now, 55, we need a 55, make it a 55, bet a 55, sold that hog for a $50 bill. And yes, I sold that hog for a $50 bill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent. Woo. So, Rod, we were just having a little conversation before you went into that song about how much fun this is here on the stage. This is one of my favorite shows of all time is just a bunch of guys playing some acoustic guitars and some of the songs and stories that come out as well. And you were saying that, man, just a big giant porch and a whole, would be so much fun too. Do you do much of that?
At my house, yes, I'm blessed to have a nice big deck across the front of my place, and if I can get enough guys around, if they don't have guitars, I've usually got enough instruments to keep them flying, and we've had some pretty good jam sessions. Between there and in my garage, we end up there in the garage. Franny's end up there. When it's a little colder, we move into a warmer climate. But
I try to. If I get an invite to a jam session, like I try to make it. I see Deborah Lynn out here,
yeah.
and we go out and jam out there. I've been out to Dave's, and I'm blessed to get the invite to some of these jam sessions, because a lot of them, they're not that easy to get in on some of them jam
or
sessions.
to find the places where
Or
they
to
live.
to find them, yeah.
But
they
right
are-
now,
they are
find
the-
a night that we're not busy.
Yeah, for the next little while. I gotta
for
admit.
this, for next.
Fun is just beginning for you guys.
Yeah.
Bob, do you remember the first table you sat around chewing the fat, playing the guitar?
Oh, my. Well, they didn't have television back in them days, so it'll give you an idea how long that was.
How old is he?
It's back when they invented music because there was no TV.
Sorry,
That's
Bob.
right.
You don't know I'm here if I'm not picking on you.
That comes from the man on the farthest away from the stage from you.
Oh, yeah.
That's back in the time when early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and head of a large family.
That's right.
Yep.
You ain't kidding.
Fortunately, Bob always had the other one. Early to bed and early to rise, and your girl goes out with other guys.
Yeah.
As long as it checks on the dresser, she's all golden.
I told
Orpha told me that one.
I told you you'd liven up with this bunch.
All right, welcome again, Mr. Bob McQuaid.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot what we're going to do now. This is the title track off an old album. It's in a piano key there, John. I've got old friends and memories on my mind. Those warm, familiar faces etched in time. When I lay down to rest, I slip into the past. I've got old friends and memories on my mind. Just thinking back to days spent playing baseball in the park, with a guitar and a six-pack, side roading after dark. Sitting around the campfire, singing songs and telling lies, laughing until our sides were sore, tears fell from my eyes. I got old friends and memories on my mind. Those warm, familiar faces etched in time. When I lay down to rest, I slip into the past. I got old friends and memories on my mind. There was shuffleboard, shooting pool, and playing cards with friends. Looking back, guess we thought those days would never end. But every time a loved one dies, it leaves a space within. It makes me wish I could go back and do it all again. I've got old friends and memories on my mind. Those warm, familiar faces etched in time. When I lay down to rest, I slip into the past. I've got old friends and memories on my mind. I've got old friends and memories on my mind.
Yeah, very nice. Well done, Bob.
Thank you.
Now, some people don't realize how many songs that you've wrote, Bob, and how many different albums you've got songs on. Could you name a few, or?
I think I've got 10 albums out somewheres along the way.
Yeah, well, I would like to find a copy of Riley Dale. Is it Riley Dale?
Yeah, Riley did. I got a copy of that somewheres for you.
Like
It's,
that is the so well written song, Rod. You got to hear that. It's. You would think it's a #1 hit.
Yeah.
Yep, guaranteed.
I think Ginny McElmore did that song.
Yep.
And recorded that with Steve Petito on lead guitar. It came out awful good.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah. We're going to keep things rolling right back to Franny, guys, and then we'll go back to the girls, okay? So we're going to go all the way down to my far right, a gentleman that we've learned an awful lot here on the Breezeway, haven't we, Franny?
We certainly have, and there's no. We could learn more, mind you.
Oh, there's more to come, I'm sure. We're taking a little bite-sized pieces, but Mr. John Lester, everybody.
Thank you. When I so willingly agreed to come and do this, Franny said, "Sure, it was okay to take risks too. You know, you could do something." He may take back those words. I've wanted to do this song. I've only ever done it twice before, and it's kind of a little bit difficult because it's part song, part recitation. I think a lot of you have probably heard it, not something that you've maybe played because of it being a recitation. But Bill Anderson, who has written some incredible stuff, wrote this one, and he used to perform it every once in a while on the Grand Ole Opry with Mr. Roy Acuff. And it's called I Wonder If God Likes Country Music. One night we were out on tour getting ready to do a show. At the time, it really wasn't anything special. Just what you might call another one-night stand. When I looked over my guitar, and there stood an old man. His cowboy clothes were frayed and worn, and his boots were far from new. He said, "I'd like to sit in with your band. You see, I'm a country singer too." Well, we all just had a big laugh. And when I looked back, the old man had a tear in his eye. So I told the band to cool it, because I didn't want to see him cry. He reached down and he took my guitar, and with a determined look on his face. But then as he started to play and sing, a look of sadness took its place. He said, "I've sang my songs from Maine to California, seen the world through a window of a car. I never saved a dime back when I made it. I always thought someday I'd be a star. But now my voice is cracked and no one wants me. My wife gave up on me years ago. It's been so long, my kids don't even know me. And picking and singing is the only life I know." And then he said, "I wonder if God likes country music. Will there be a place up there to sing my songs? Will he make my fingers nimble like they used to be? I just play the chords sing along. I wonder if God likes country music. I just stood there. Will there be a place up there to sing my songs? No one of us really knew what to say. But then he took my old guitar and sat it down so ever so gently. And as he turned to leave, the band stood up and applauded. But I can still hear those words today. I wonder if God likes country music. Will there be a place up there to sing my songs? Will he make my fingers nimble like they used to be, so I can play the chords and sing along? Thank you.
Well done, John. Well done.
That's awesome. I love the talking stuff there.
We've been playing with that a bit at home, and my good friend and our good friend, Doug Montgomery, has been doing Roy Acuff's part. And I missed you tonight, Doug. If you're listening in, you should have been here.
Everybody misses Doug.
Yeah.
He's not here.
There's a story to be told there.
Yeah.
I figured you'd have some stories on Doug Montgomery.
Well, yeah, when I first started, I met Doug. My mom and dad built a home just above Omimi. Third Line of Emily is where we live there, just south of Fowler's Corners. And I got playing my guitar, and he heard me out playing one time, and he said, "You should come down to my house and play with me sometime." So I did. I went down there. I'm 14 or 15, and I show up down there.
Driving.
With my old man's pickup, yeah. Doug loves this story. He just thrives on this. He says, I can't think, Doug, if you're listening, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the Sharp, the lad's name was Sharp, that was playing lead guitar first then. And he said, "How old are you, son?" And I told him, I said, "Well, I'm 15. He says, "You just come in there in a car." I said, "You don't have a license?" I said, "You don't need a license to drive a car." He said, "You need a car." I had a car. Doug gets a lot of mileage out of that.
Yeah.
But you know, I got to say one thing on a serious. Doug's been a great friend of mine for a long time, as he has a lot of us, and he has probably helped more young people who had an interest in traditional
Amen
country
to that.
music get started than anybody I know.
Yep.
amen
He
to
carted
that.
my butt all around the country.
And you're carrying on that tradition, Rod. We just had a little conversation about what you do in your mentorship to young up-and-coming people, or people that just want to play and sit around and play guitar. And can't thank the people in the world that do that enough to keep music alive, in especially classic, traditional country music.
Real country music, like I always said. I thank the Spencer Coonses. I thank Mike Franny. I thank Franny here. I thank Mike Harry. And I know I'm going to miss some. There's a young lady that sang on the weekend for the first time with me. Young Carrie Cooper done a wicked job. You know, there's been a lot of them up and comers that have done a super job.
All they need is a chance.
That's exactly it. And good or bad, Spencer Coons never even sang into a microphone or listened to his guitar
I know he
electrified
did.
until he played in my garage. You know, well, I called him one day and I just showed up at his door. I said, "Where do you live?" He said, "I live in Ennismore." I said, "Well, I'm in Millbrook. I'll see you in 20 minutes." I showed up on his door. We played on his front lawn. Mike Harry, I was coming back from Ottawa. "Where do you live?" "Eganville." "I'll be there in 10 minutes. You got a guitar?" "Yeah." So I showed up. We played sitting. There's pictures of us sitting on a lawnmower
I've
playing
seen
guitars.
those.
Yeah, it's all good. And Spencer, or Thomas Coons, same way. Like, all these boys are talented boys.
I knew that Spencer hadn't been too experienced at the stage when he did our matinee there at the Breezeway at the Orange Hall. We did the matinee, and I went to pay him his fair share, and he kind of looked at me and he pay. I said, "Yeah, you come in for play, and, you know, we charge at the door. This is how it's worked." "Oh, I don't want no, like, I'm not want no." "Oh, you're new, but you'll break in pretty quick." And the rest of it. So,
I remember that show too. He nailed that show.
He did. Great
He's
job.
got such a unique voice. That
Yeah. All right, let's keep things going. Dave's ready to go. Look, he's revved right
You've
up. He's
mentored-
stretched straight up. He's done his calisthenics. He's ready to go. Mr. Dave Lloyd, everybody.
Thank you. Key of A, like an agitated alligator for all those folks at home that are playing along. When you left, I changed the locks on all the doors. And I swore I'd never let you in no more. But I feel your presence, you're just like before. When I lock the door is when I feel it more. Am I locking someone out or someone in? I've got a feeling you're in the house again. Oh, I wish I knew what this was all about. Am I locking someone in or someone out?
Get up and fill that dance floor. If you don't want to dance to that, you're not human.
Well, I just watch TV till it goes off each night. Then I lock the doors and I turn off all the lights. Well, that's when you appear and I just stand and stare. I flip the lights back on to find there's no one there. Am I locking someone out or someone in? I've got a feeling you're in the house again. Oh, I wish I knew what this was all about. Am I locking someone in or someone out? Am I locking someone in or someone out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old Mel Tillis tune. So.
Mel
Excellent.
Tillis, he had some really good honky-tonk and stuff
had
too,
some
eh?
You were
Great
with him
stuff.
too, weren't you not?
Really good.
We did.
I'm going to do I'll do the request that you asked me to do.
Please do.
It's a Hank Snow song. It was never one of his most popular songs, but it's got a good story in it.
All right. Stephen Francis, everybody.
In the Dodge City yards of the Santa Fe stood a freight made out for the east. The engineer in his oil and waste was grooming the great iron beast, while 10 cars back in the empty box a lonely hobo sighed, and of days of old and his pal so cold was taking his last long ride. Well, the lantern swung and the freight broke out. The engineer gathered speed. The engineer pulled his throttle wide, clutched to his fiery steed. While 10 cars back in the empty box, a hobo rolled a pill. And the flare of the match sold his partner's face stark white and deathly still. As the train wheels clicked on the coupling joints, a song for the ramblers' ears. And of days of old and his pal so cold was taking his last long ride. Now for a mighty long time we rambled, Jack, with the luck of men at Rome, with a back door steps for a dining room and a boxcar for a home. Now we dodged the bulls on the eastern route and the cops on the Chesapeake, traveled the Leadville narrow gauge in the days of Cripple Creek. Now we drifted down through sunny Cal on the rails of the old SP, and all you had through good and bad, a half belonged to me. Now you made me promise to you, Jack, if I lived and you cashed in, I'd take you back to the old churchyard and bury you there with your kin. Well, I haven't the money to send you there, so I'm taking you back on the fly. It's a decent way for a boy to go home to the by and by. And I knew that fever had you, Jack, and that doctor just wouldn't come. He was too busy treating the wealthy folks to doctor a worn-out bum. In the Dodge City yards of the Santa Fe stood a freight man out for the east, and the engineer in his oil and waste was grooming the great iron beast, while 10 cars back in the empty box a lonely hobo sighed, and of days of old Miss Pal so cold was taking his last long ride.
Yeah.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
That's a great song.
Well done. Now I've got to send it back over to the ladies now over here for a few announcements.
Yes, because we've been waiting for our turn, and you guys just kept singing and playing.
I knew I was going to get in trouble.
Better you than me.
I've been sitting here just kind of mentally calculating the number of years. Stop that, Rod. The number of years of experience up there on that stage. And it's got to be close to 200 total years of experience between all of you guys.
I'm glad you're doing the guess and Orpha.
Bob, I know how old Bob is, so there's got to be 60 years there for Bob, and 150 songs on 10 albums.
Yep,
What?
a whole bunch.
A whole bunch?
Oh,
What?
shenanigans. I'm going to make a few notes to everybody out there watching or people in-house tonight. Kind of pulled a little bit of shenanigans there not too long ago by telling you all that Greg could actually sing, which is coming up around the corner. Front Porch Shenanigans in Sterling comes on May 28th. We do have the Breezeway Awards this weekend, but Shenanigans is next weekend. And then we'll be going to the Loyal Orange Hall in Kendall to do a show there. For anybody who's interested, come on out and show your support. That will be, I believe, our first dry run for our second stage. We're going to do a test run, so if you want to come and check it out, it's going to be awesome. Then there's a couple of other things that we got on the radar. We're almost, festival season is almost upon us. And this year we have 5, 2 on the rock and roll side, 3 on the country side. The Breezeway will be at all of our events doing the second stage. And that eats up the time in between a jamboree when you've got one band that's stepping off and another band that's getting set up with the main stage sound crew. As an event organizer, dead air is my nemesis. I try not to allow that to happen. We like to try to keep everybody up front and center where all the good stuff's happening. So keep your eyes peeled for those events that are coming
Don't
up. You
forget,
can get
too, we're also down at Happy Green Acres.
Yes, that's
for
on my
Hank's
list.
Classic Country
Yep.
Festival down there.
That's June 16th to the 18th, and it's a great spot. They have an enclosed area where the stage is. When we were there last year for it, we got a lot of rain, but they're prepared for it. We did the second stage in their clubhouse, and it was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun. So make sure you go to that one, too. So,
Oh, good.
now that we've gone through a lot of the things that are up and coming, I think we let these guys get right back at it. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Put your hands together for Franny and Friends.
Woo! Gotta love just sitting up here. Oh, it's, what do you say? It's Greg's turn, you were saying?
No. Who's doing that? All right, Rod. Stop it, you folks.
What chord do we have for this?
We never ever had, we only ever did one song.
Yeah.
I just
How
like
about
that-
Rod? Rod's going to get everybody up on the dance floor, everybody, and we're going to I'll think of one more song if I can think of it. Thank you, though. You're too kind. Seriously. I'm not a singer. I just love music.
That you do.
I do. So I'll leave the singing to these guys. Rod Nyman, everybody.
Bit more volume, just a bit. I'm going to try something here. I'm getting cocky. Oh, I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. Everybody knows that I'm the newsboy of the town. You can hear me yelling Morning Star as I run along the street, 'cause I've got no hat upon my head, no shoes upon my feet. My father died a drunkard, sir. I've heard my mother. I am helping mother, sir, as I journey on life's way. Mother always tells me, sir, I've nothing in the world to lose, and I'll get a place in heaven, sir, to sell the gospel news. Oh, I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. Everybody knows that I'm the newsboy of the town. You can hear me yelling Morning Star as I run along the street, 'cause I've got no hat upon my head, no shoes upon my feet. Oh, I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. Everybody knows that I'm the newsboy of the town. You can hear me yelling Morning Star as I run along the street, 'cause I've got no hat upon my head, no shoes upon my feet. I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown.
Well done. Nice
Thank you.
picking there.
A lot of fun. A lot of
Yeah.
fun.
You played that one a couple times. Most people know Bob wrote Highway of Heroes. That's I think probably one of the most popular, well-known songs that you've done. Would you say, Bob? And we travel that highway quite often, and I often think of your song when I'm on that highway. A remarkable tribute, and can't thank you enough for all the contributions you've made to the songwriting and songs like that will resonate for years to go. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate that.
You know, in saying that, there has been, and we've got like Dave down here on the Breezeway team, you know, and Jenny, and there's a lot of other artists, Scotty Gartshore, that does the tributes to the soldiers. And, you know, there's a lot of good songs, but I'm surprised at how many musicians really take that to heart and write about it, because it does take a bit. It's got to be in your heart to write about it, and it is true. And you do a great job of your songwriting ability. Is incredible.
Thank you. My head's getting bigger all the time.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bob McQuaid.
Yes, thank you. This is a little bit newer song. You told me you were talking with an old love when you met on the street just yesterday. Old times seem to spark conversation, and when you brought up my name, what did she say? What did she say when you told her I've been drinking? You never knew a man could hurt this way. You said the sun don't seem to shine in my world anymore. When you told her I still miss her, what did she say? I never dreamed that we would end up parting. I thought we'd be together for always. The angry words that drove a wedge between us. When you told her I was sorry, what did she say? What did she say when you told her I'm not sleeping? And you never knew a heart could break this way. You said the sun don't seem to shine in my world anymore. When you told her I still miss her, what did she say? When you told her I still love her, what did she say?
Well done, Bob. Franny, you mentioned Breezeway, or a birthday that we wanted to mention there. We'll
Yes. Rose McMurray, happy 85th birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rosie. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that's harmony.
Leave it.
That's harmony.
Leave it to this gang to sing "Happy Birthday" in F sharp.
Go for
Yeah.
it. He did it.
I got another announcement to make there on the happy birthday note. We have a 60th anniversary that's coming up on the 19th of May for Ray and Iva Isley, who are in the house.
Yes.
60 years, that's awesome.
So what do we do there? Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep things moving along. We're having lots of fun now. Please welcome back Mr. John Lester.
Thank you. Thank you. This next song was found by a gentleman by the name of Keith Bradford, who worked for many years for Kitty Wells and Johnny Wright as the bass player in their band. And a gentleman brought him this song, and it was very simply called A Tribute to Kitty Wells. Well, he had written some stuff, and there were some facts in it that were not quite right. So Keith helped him fix the song and write it. He ended up recording it. I fell in love with it. He started doing it a bit on the road in their show. And he said to me, you know, you should, when you do your first CD, you should record this song in Canada, which I did. And so this one in the key of D, this is very simply called A Tribute to Kitty Wells. This is going out to you, Mitch Barker. The distinguished queen of country music sings one by one the songs that lie while searching down through the years, sorrow, tears, and strife. She sings of honky-tonk angels and those backstreet affairs, all for you and me. Her music she has shared. I put my hard-earned nickels in the jukebox, and when I hear how far is heaven, the tears will always start. Whether looking for a job or fighting that old war, Kitty Wells, you're still my favorite country music star. Once in a song I can remember, she gave her wedding dress away. But when I hear amigo's guitar. It helps to make my day. Once she sang with Johnny and Jack about those who would deceive. But my favorite song of all is Making Believe. I put my hard-earned nickels in the jukebox, and when I hear How Far Is Heaven, the tears will always start. Whether looking for a job or fighting that old war, Kitty Wells, you're still my favorite country music star. Kitty Wells, you're still my favorite country music star.
Yeah, well done.
Quick story that goes on with that one. Back when I turned 40, which was far too many years ago, my parents and Brian Edwards, who I work with, planned a 40th surprise birthday party. But the biggest part of the surprise was when I came around the corner to the Moose Lodge in Lindsay and saw the back end of Kitty Wells' bus sitting there. And when I walked in, there they were on stage, Kitty Wells, Johnny Wright, Bobby Wright, their band, and sitting in with them that night having some fun, Canada's country gentleman Tommy Hunter, who we always work with. Yeah. So a little later on in the evening, some of the members of our old band were there. So nothing would do but we get up and do a couple of songs with Kitty's band. What a thrill. So Johnny and Kitty sat down on the back of the stage, and I got up there with Wendy and I believe my dad, who played drums, and we did some stuff. And then I said, well, I've got one more I'd like to do, and I sang the tribute to Kitty Wells, which I had never had a chance. She had never heard us do anything before. So anyway, I always said that when it was done, I said 2 things happened tonight that I never, ever dreamed would happen. Number 1, I got to sing in front of Kitty Wells. And secondly, that Tommy Hunter would be a sideman while I was doing it.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun.
Now, just before we move along here, I just wanted to mention John Lester is nominated for instrumentalist on the Breezeway for keyboards.
We've done it.
And also for the Harold McIntyre Award for Lifetime Achievement. So 2 nominations for John Lester this year.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awards are getting close, eh?
Oh, that's another day.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Let's get right to Mr. Dave Lloyd, everybody.
Thank you. It is so hard following John.
No, not for you it isn't,
Yes, it
Dave.
is. You should have been a car salesman.
Dave now.
Hey, Dave, the mosquitoes aren't bad in Maynooth either.
They're bad
not.
at my place.
Not at
'cause
all.
There's the Murray Swamp just over the hill. I grow them down there. They're big.
Well, the black flies are on right now. The other day I heard some commotion out in the front yard, and there was 2 of them raping a crow out in the front yard, so they're getting big.
See, do you know why Dave is wearing his hat tonight? I found out. He spent 45 minutes working on his hair for the show tonight and then left it at the hotel.
Oh, boy.
Nice guy.
He's not far off the truth. I
stole
wear
that
the
from
hat for 2 reasons. One is so I don't have to comb my hair, and the other reason is I look good in it.
Yeah, Dave.
You do.
Okay, I'm going to do an old Buck Owens song that was redone by Vince Gill and Paul Franklin. And
Cue the sound guy.
he's some steel guitar playing bum. We got the best one. We got the best one. Sid Prescott over there. And Sid, too, is nominated, I think, in the same one as you are, John.
Yeah, Instrumentalist of the Year, yep.
Congratulations.
I'm not telling you who I voted for, so. Anyway, key of D, like in dog. When I found you, darling, and he saw his big mistake, saw what he was missing, felt his heart start to break. Please don't let him talk you back the way he's done before. Why, he's had 100 chances, he don't deserve you anymore. So let his eyes do the crying, let his feet walk the floor, let his heart do the breaking like he's let yours break before. Let his lips do the sighing, let his heartaches start to soar, let his arms do the aching, he don't deserve you anymore. He took you for granted, and he only brought you shame. It was never his intentions to let you share his name. And all your lonely hours spent won't happen anymore, for it's his turn to feel the hurt, he don't deserve you anymore. So let his eyes do the crying, let his feet walk the floor, let his heart do the breaking like he's let yours break before. Let his lips do the sighing, let his heartache start to soar, let his arms do the aching, he don't deserve you anymore. So let his arms do the aching, he don't deserve you anymore.
Well done, Dave.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you.
Keep them going, Franny.
Well, they say you must learn to walk before you can run. You must feel some hurt before you taste the pleasures of love. Be careful, boy, be sure you know the price you've got to pay. You see, I'm paying for it dearly every day. She took the little pride I had left in me and changed me into something that I don't want to be. No, if she pulls a string and I jump to her beck and call, I wish I'd learned to run before she made me crawl. Play her pretty, John. Help me out, Rod.
She just won't let me forget where I was bound. I'm just a lost and lonely loser on the wrong side of town. And the night she took me in like a puppy from the cold, but like the devil, I'm afraid she bought my soul. Come on, boys. She took the little pride that I had left in me, changed me into something
McIntyre.
That's a wicked tune.
Can't wait for Harold to be at the awards, and there's so many great like people performing during the show and after the show. It's great.
Well, we're gonna do a little something that we've never done here on the Breezeway before, and we are gonna present a Breezeway award prior to Saturday. We're gonna do it right here. This award is this 3 years, Greg? Is
Yes,
this
3 years at least.
3 years
running,
old?
yeah.
Do you want to explain any of this?
So, this guy idolizes Franny and has been his good friend for a long time. He's the Breezeway's #1 fan. He's here every week. Please welcome up to the stage, Gary. Now, Gary can't make it to the awards next weekend, so we're going to present him with the Breezeway #1 Fan Award.
Hey, let me go, Gary.
Yes. And if you act now, you can get a hat just like that, Franny. 3 payments of $19.99, and if you order right now, we'll drop 1 payment right off. Gone.
And believe it or not, Gary made it all the way to Maynooth last weekend and found the place for one thing. I think he was driving because Steve didn't know where he was going, but Gary knew.
Congratulations, Gary.
Good job, Gary.
Woo-hoo.
You know, I've known the man for a few years now, and you've got it made, man. Like, you really got it made.
So I think, are the girls ready there, or? We'll
Sure
go back
are.
over to the ladies for a quick one, and then we're going to let these guys roll right through to the end here.
So for those of you who are out there watching with us tonight, Gary has been coming to the show for a long time. He's very thankful to the musicians when they're up there playing. We all applaud. Gary actually makes a point of saying thank you. Thank you to the musicians. And he also lifts the spirits of the people who do attend in live audience. He actually comes with his own microphone, and if he knows the song, he's in. He's singing it. He's dancing. So really, for those at home, he really is a great part
Supporter.
of
Yes, he is, yeah.
the whole Breezeway experience. So thanks, Gary, for being the #1 fan, buddy.
Yeah. There you go, Gary.
So I just had a little thought that had started before and I didn't finish it. I was saying, Rod, stop it. Anyway, I think there's at least 200 years of experience on that stage. Bob is 80, so there's good 60 there. Rod is 51, so maybe 2 years, I don't know.
20.
And then I know Dave, he's coming up on his 25th anniversary this year with the Heartland Band.
Yep.
And John, I don't know, 40 years, John?
Oh, come on. I got 40 years.
Sadly, you could add a little bit on it.
Well, I was giving you the benefit
too
of the doubt.
kind.
But yeah,
70,
there is
80,
at least
90.
Checks in the mail.
200 years of experience up on that stage there tonight.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That is.
Franny's had 2 weeks of experience with Heartland Band.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he's still smiling over it.
Yeah.
Gee.
That is a highlight. I'll let anybody know to be asked. I mean, we all know tons of musicians and stuff, and to be asked to go sit in for the boss here.
I was COVIDated.
What a great time. You know, it was a great crowd, and I couldn't thank Kevin and whoever come up with the idea yourself, and it meant a lot to me to sit in with that,
Well, we appreciate it.
The-
And you're welcome.
because they
Every-
are a hot
every
band,
picture.
everybody.
Every picture of Franny, he had a big grin on his face that night, just couldn't get it off with a shovel.
Yes, and Sharon and Dad, thanks so much for making that track down there. It made my
Yeah.
day. So
So that was down at the Napanee.
It was at Napanee Lions Hall.
and it's a great spot.
Yeah, it was
great
our
space for
it was the
dancing.
April show.
you know
Yeah.
It was a great show, and they know how to fill and keep a dance floor full, and it's not that easy as a band to do that. I seen your band do it on the weekend, and sometimes, and we've all experienced it, maybe not Heartland, but it's hard to get them up and stay on that dance floor sometimes when you're at it.
Well, you guys did a fine job of that Saturday night.
Makes you think a lot. You got to keep playing. You're 3 steps ahead all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I got a few things to shout out here. Our viewership tonight, we've got people from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, all of our northern friends, hello, Sturgeon Falls, Sudbury. I'd like to say a special hello to our friends down in the United States of America, whether it's our friend from Texas or whether it's our friends in Nashville or Memphis. Hello and howdy all, and thanks for being with us tonight, and thanks for watching and tuning in and sharing the show with us. I did have a question and a request. The question is, where can you purchase the CDs that you were talking about, John?
Which one did I talk about?
The CDs that you've done over the years. Do you have any of those available?
Well, right now they're in a little bit short supply.
Okay.
But Post Office Box 126 in Lindsay, or on Facebook. Just reach
Okay.
out to me on Facebook.
Wonderful.
John,
Now-
do a plug for your Sunday.
Oh, okay.
That-
I don't want to take away her thunder.
Oh, you
but
go right
I'm
ahead
sorry,
and
guys.
share.
It
No,
just
that's
come
good
to me.
stuff. You share that, John.
Since Labor Day weekend, I've been doing a show on Sunday afternoons on yourkawarthaoldies.com, which is a well-established internet radio station out of Peterborough. We call it Classic Country Sunday. It runs from 2 to 6 Eastern Time, and it's all you have to do is remember the website, yourkawarthaoldies.com. Go to the homepage, click here to listen, and bingo, there we are.
It's great stuff. You aren't going to want to miss it. It's really, really good stuff.
And the history that John gives, I love listening to John give the history on different entertainers and music. That's just fantastic.
Sunday afternoon,
Thank you.
story time with John. You just got to do that.
Yeah. Shane, what was your question?
So we had the CD one. I have a request. I just wanted to make another mention of the Big River Country Festival. That's the 22nd to the 24th, and Hank's Classic Country in the fall. That those are both in Mallorytown. I forgot to mention that. So the other thing is we have a request. Request for the drinking water song. Dad, Franny.
Drinking water song. Oh, really?
Yeah.
He knows that one, I hear.
So that request is coming from the west.
We're going to pass.
Yep.
I'll work.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No, you're on. We'll get the next round here.
this is our last little run here before the end of the night. We thank you so much for joining us here on the season finale of with Franny and Friends here on the Breezeway. And we're happy that you've joined us online and here in the studio. And can't say thanks enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Rod Nyman again.
Thanks, everybody. Well, we're talking about the influences of music and stuff like that. My dad was never a player, a singer, one of the best dancers I ever saw. That's maybe where I got some of my good dancing skills. But I lost him a few years ago when I wrote a little song about him, and I'm going to do it right now. Cody usually sits here with me, my boy, and by the way, he's up for some awards too. Just saying. But
And performing.
yeah, and performing at the music awards too. That's the big reason I'm going. Anyway, not too proud. But anyway, there's a lot of you, if you followed me on Facebook at all, just looking at the background of my pictures, there's wee wallpaper with wildlife at my house. I hunt and I fish, and I fish and I hunt. So this is a little tune I wrote about my dad years after I left. I shot the biggest buck that I ever shot in my life. It made Ontario record book, and I was compelled to write this song because it was the year that my dad passed. Now the date started calmly, November 5, I do recall. And back out towards the pine ring, I heard the greatest sound of all. It was the howling of two travelers who came across their prey. I was listening for a short time, hoping the dogs would be coming my way. It gets me. I'll just start from the top. Now the date started calmly, November 5 I do recall. Back out towards the pine ring, I heard the greatest sound of all. It was the howling of two travelers who came across their prey. 'Cause I was listening for a short time, hoping the dogs would be coming my way. Oh, I'm just darn stunned. In front of me, and there it was, I saw him, the biggest buck that I'd ever seen. Now the shooting began to echo. 1, 2, then 3, 4 left, just one more, and the 5th I'm left them lying underneath the tree. Well, I was running through the birches, my little man right beside me, and he yelled, "Dad, you got him. Biggest buck in Mountain Ridge history." Now this may seem just like a big story, but it's true, and I'm here to say, for that little man's my son Cody, and that big buck hangs on my wall today. But there's one thing I didn't tell you. But on that special day, a feeling overwhelmed me, and it chilled me to the bone. Now the big buck's gone up towards heaven, where Mountain Ridge's best hunters roam. I knew Dad was watching over as he sent that buck to me. So if you're listening close, Dad, hear what I have to say. I knew you were there beside me on my special day, 'cause I felt you there beside me on my special day. That's a gut wrencher.
Well done, Rod.
I smile at that stuff, buddy. I know the feeling you're going through. That's awesome.
It is. It is. Yep.
Well done. All right, we're heading back over to Mr. John Lester. No, we're going to Bob.
And I was
Bob.
and I know
Sorry,
that,
Bob.
I was going to do one song, then I got a command performance here, I think. I'm not sure.
Yes. Bob McQuaid, everybody.
This is a... No, I won't even say what it's about. It'll kind of explain itself. They built the wooden houses where the teepees used to stand. He no longer hunts for food. He has to till the land. He's contained by borders he never knew before. But he can't drink the water anymore. He's give up his horses. He's learned to drive a car. Everything's too close to him. Freedom is too far. He's got no time for fishing. He runs a general store. He can't drink the water anymore. Sometimes he mans the barricades, stops the cars and trains, looking for a way of life he'll never see again. One day he says, I'll leave the res, walk right through that door. He can't drink the water anymore. They've come up with handouts that only hurt his pride. He knows someday he'll explode if he keeps it all inside. His head is filled with savage thoughts he never had before. He can't drink the water anymore. He can't drink the water and his spirit slowly dies. He can't live like the white man no matter how he tries. Late at night in the cold moonlight, he hears the sounds of war. He can't drink the water anymore. Where's the promised land his vision spoke of? If this is all there is, he'd sooner fade away. Deep inside his troubled mind, he hears the drums of war. He can't drink the water anymore. He can't drink the water anymore.
Wow. Meaningful song as well.
Certainly and a sign of the times, too.
Yep.
You've got a couple that was...
Yeah.
I get in trouble all the time over stuff like that.
Anytime you do, all back to you.
Yes. All right, now we're ready for you over there, John. The keys are warm. Everything's ready to go.
We'll find out.
All right, John Lester, everybody.
Thank you. Back in 1973, that's almost 50. Can you believe that? Almost 50 years ago.
3 years old then.
I'll do the math on that and get back to you, Rock. A lady by the name of Jeannie Pruitt came out with a song called Satin Sheets that literally took the world by storm. It was like another Honky Tonk Angels. Every female singer in the world wanted to sing that song. And Jeannie was a prolific songwriter. She wrote a lot of songs for Marty Robbins, who her husband played lead guitar for. And this is one that she wrote as kind of, not the answer song to Satin Sheets, but one that was sort of an experience she had. It's called Please Sing Satin Sheets for Me in the key of D, and it goes like this. We were playing shows down south in Alabama. The band and I were doing a one-night stand when a man in the crowd came up to me and he said, "Sir, please let me shake your hand." And he said, "Please sing Satin Sheets for me." Oh, it would be the world to me. It's still the greatest song I've ever heard. And that lady of mine lived every word. Well, that night when we took our first intermission, he was standing there beside the bar. He said, "She's gone, she's left, she loved another." But that was our song, and it's gotten me this far. And he said, "Please sing it one more time. If you only knew how we loved every night. It's still the greatest song I've ever heard." And that lady of mine lived every word. When I started to sing it one last time that evening, though I'd sung that song 1,000 times, you see, the words to Satin Sheets took on new meaning. as the words the man had spoke came back to me. And he said, please sing it one more time. If you only knew how we loved every night, it's still the greatest song I've ever heard. And that lady of mine lived every word. Satin sheets to lie on, satin pillows to cry on. Still, I'm not happy, don't you see? Big long Cadillac, tailor-mades upon my back. Still, I want you to set me free. And still, I want you to set me free. Thank you.
Well done, John. Well done. Whew. What was that, 73?
1973.
Great memory, great memory for music, and it's unbelievable because I can hardly remember what happened yesterday.
Well, I've been probably singing them since 1973. Last new song I learned was written in 1980.
All right. So I'm not sure where we're at for time. I'm sure they'll holler at us here when we're getting close, but...
You got one to do yet.
Oh, no, you guys are going to finish this
You
out.
promised.
Dave Lloyd, everybody.
T of A. Oh, jealous me and careless you, the odds were just too great. I couldn't take those lonely nights, you made me sit and wait. I thought I'd seen the last of you when you walked out of sight. Instead I see you in my dreams each night. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in.
Get up and dance, everybody.
I'm wishing, dear, I'm wishing, dear, I had your love again. And I won't even ask you where you've been. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Always said I'd rather be alone than to share your company. I said don't come around at all if you want more than me. But sitting here alone I can't deny that flame that burns. I'd rather take you back on any terms. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. I'm sitting here and wishing, dear, I had your love again. I won't even ask you where you've been. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Big finish now. Yes, the keys in the mailbox, come on in.
Now that's country music.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin, for providing some harmony there.
I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Well, they said for the last 2 weeks that he suffered and he cried. He made a big impression on me, although I was a barefoot kid. They said he got religion at the end, and I'm glad that he did. Now Clayton was the best guitar picker in our town. Yeah, I thought he was a hero. He used to follow Clayton around. I often wondered why Clayton, who seemed so good to me, he never took that guitar and made it down to Tennessee. Now my daddy said he drank a lot, but I could never understand. Yeah, I knew he used to pick up in Ohio with a 5-piece band. Clayton used to tell me, son, you're best to put that old guitar away. There ain't no money in it, it'll lead you to an early grave. Want to take a shot at her, John? Here we go. Well, I guess if I'd admit it, old Tex Richardson taught me how to drink booze.
You do it good.
Hey, I could see him half stoned picking out them lovesick blues. When Clayton died, I made him a promise I was gonna carry on somehow. Hell, I'd give $100 if he could only see me now. And I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Yeah, nobody ever knew it, but I went out in the woods and I cried. Yeah, I know there's a lot of big preachers that know a lot more than I do. But it could be that the good Lord likes a little picking too. And I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
The warden led a prisoner down the hallway. Tim Peters, this is for you. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. Then I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar play and friend do my request. Kevin, won't you sing me back home, the song I used to hear, make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years and sing me back home before I die. Let's have a big hand for John Lesser over them keyboards, everybody. I recall that Sunday morning, a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. Then I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could you sing it once before you move along? Could you sing me back home, the song I used country music.
Take me away
And
turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die.
big finish, my buddy.
Won't you sing me back home
Before I
Another one?
Yeah, jump right in there, Bob.
This is one for you, Greg. You can sing along with me on this one. Eh?
I'll give it a try, Bob.
A white sports coat and a pink carnation. I'm all dressed up for the dance. A white sports coat and a pink carnation. I'm all alone in romance. Once you told me long ago, to the prom with me you go. Now you've changed your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sports coat and a pink carnation. I'm in a blue. All right, John. Bridge. Once you told me long ago, to the prom with me you go. Now you changed your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sports coat and a pink carnation, and in a blue. And in a blue.
Go, Johnny.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why are you always testing me? Can't you feel it in your heart? Don't you know there's no need to keep on testing me? And I have never ever given you reason to doubt. But dear, by your actions, you burned my love out. You cry yourself to sleep each night. The Lord knows why you do. You're only hurting someone, and that someone is you. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why are you always testing me? Can't you feel it in your heart? Don't you know there's no need to keep on testing me? And you ask question after question, but it's always the same. Are you feeling someone? Would I know her by name? I can't go on much more like this. The Lord knows that I've tried. I still cannot imagine why you think I would lie. Everybody now. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is for you, Joyce Simone. Why are you always testing me? Can't you feel it in your heart? Don't you know there's no need to keep on testing me? To keep on testing me.
Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Lay it soft against your skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. Help me make it through the night. Well, I don't care who's right or wrong. I won't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. For tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. It's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Care who's right or wrong, I won't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow, for tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. It's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. I don't want to be alone. Help me make it through the night.
They're gonna put me in the movie. They're gonna make a big star out of me. They're gonna make a film out of a man that's sad and lonely. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I might win an Oscar, you can never tell. Movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part very well. I hope you come see me in the movies. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest moves ever hit the big time. Then all I gotta do is act naturally. Player Johnny! They're gonna make a film about a man that's sad and lonely, begging down upon his bended knee. Well, I'll play the part, but I won't need rehearsing, 'cause all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I might win an Oscar, you can never tell. Movie's gonna make me a big star. 'Cause I can play the part very well. I hope you come and see me in the movie. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. 2, 3, 4. All I gotta do is act naturally. Okay, you can swear at me now.
All right. We'd like to thank everybody for coming down in here in person and following the Breezeway all the way across Port Hope. And we've had different places, but thanks for following Breezeway, and especially for those folks at home that are following every week from various places, different countries, and we certainly enjoy doing this for you. We're going to be back in September with a brand new season 8, getting things started off. We're going to cap it off, and I hope everybody at home has got their tickets. There's tickets available for the award show on Saturday night. It's going to be over the top. It builds every year, and this year it seems to be a little more special as time goes on and where the family grows here with the Breezeway. Greg, have you got anything you'd like to throw into
No,
it?
just thank you for all the support from everybody, both sponsors and people that watch from home and donate each week to keep the
Huge thank
Breezeway
you.
going, to give people a stage to play on and a voice to be heard.
And I think we should say a very special thank you to Steve and everybody, Greg, everybody that has made it possible for all this music to be created this year. This has been a wonderful thing, and you guys don't get enough credit for all the work
Thank
you
you,
do.
John.
Well, thank you very much, and let's put your hands together for these fine gentlemen on the stage.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you personally for all you guys do. So, all right, Fred, it's that time of day.
Well, I think we got to get Bob to close out with one tune.
I think we should too. You know,
I want to do one more shout out for all of the people who are at home, for all the people that are here. I just want to say I love our Breezeway team and family. We work really hard together as a team. We're a great team, and I love you guys all for doing this with us all the time.
Put your hands together for the
Breezeway
team here,
team.
folks. They're
Love
hard-working
y'all.
crew. I'd like to hear Bob do Highway of Heroes to close out the night. How about you folks?
Don't step off the stage. You set that up higher yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, second.
I usually get higher than this on Tuesdays.
You're not perfect.
That's better. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty close. The plane lands in Trenton. Honor guard flags are waving gently, softly. In each box a soldier lies. In foreign lands they fought and died for you and me, willingly. Soon they will reach their final rest. For family, God, and country, they gave their best. But in the end, the bravest stand alone. And the highway of heroes takes them home. In places like Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, and Pakistan, the Reaper lies waiting. Ever on to victory, keepers of democracy, the young lives are taken. Amazing grace reflects the somber mood. Canadians lost received their last salute. Two names will be remembered on a stone when the highway of heroes takes them home. Will we learn from history, or are we doomed to repeat past mistakes, more heartache? While we at home support the troops, we pray our leaders know the truth. When war begins, nobody wins. Soon they will reach their final rest. For family, God, and country, they gave their best. Their names will be remembered on a stone, and the highway of heroes takes them home. Names inscribed forever on a stone, and the highway of heroes takes them home. Thank you.
Thank you, folks. See you Saturday, if not next season, on the Breezeway.
Yeah, next season, September through to May, everybody.
Thanks to our guests, John Lester, Dave Lloyd, Rod Nyman, Bob McQuaid, and my good buddy, Stephen Francis.
Thanks, everybody. Fred, tell them who we are. We are the Breezeway.